At one point for a video I did a while ago, I had joined a bunch of targeted individual groups, which that alone is a really interesting and sad experience. After finishing the video, I never left the groups, so every once in a while, whenever I'd even use Facebook, because only the elderly roam it now, whenever I would use it, I'll see some posts from the group that appear in my newsfeed. They're the usual posts of people desperate and wanting some kind of help or to share whatever's going on with them. Of course, it's just a collective of mentally ill people. Off topic for just a second, some of the pictures they post describing being a targeted individual are actually sick. Like this one that says American Mind Control, MK Ultra, Slave. That should be on a shirt. And a few others, they just kind of look cool. Now here's the main part of this whole video though. I'm noticing a large variety of scams going on in these communities. Let me show you a few examples. Dr. John Morris posted, "The best way to eliminate your name from the list of TI or secure your identity from being targeted is a process which many don't believe that it can be cured. But I say to you, there's nothing that is made of cyber that can never be deactivated. Just DM Facebook page Dr. John Morris." Donald Tech posted, "If you are experiencing electronic harassment, then contact me for assistance by booking a free 30-minute exploratory consultation. We need to track and deactivate all satellite signal connections and V2K chips and gang stalking signal, put an end to torture by direct energy, MK Ultra mind control brainwave technology today. Stop and get to the root of this evil. TIs go through hell a lot every day and everywhere, from V2K to R&M, stalking, pains and body reactions. It's so difficult to deal with this. We can join hands together, fight and find solutions. Feel free to send your requests on Facebook for help and deactivation." Send your request. The comments from that same post, someone said, "Hi, I know there's a chip in me and I need help getting this sucker out. And they're very persistent. Message me immediately." Gang stalking is a tool used to control the uncontrollables. If they can't control you, they control those around you, which are called mass targets. You've been signaled out because you do not possess the same low or undesirable traits that these beings believe the mass do and should. So in order to control you, they must break you down mentally. If that don't work, they will control how the mass targets view you by creating a fictitious narrative or one that is exacerbated negatively. The uncontrollables are those that have no ties to the police state, meaning you are not a criminal and immoral. Therefore, they have no reason to mess with you. Message me for more details. Not for nothing, the foreign name tagged in the post is another huge red flag. I have a ton of these. I can keep going through them and read them to you all day, but this is the last one I'll read. "Effortlessly overcome the harassment of gang stalking, as I discovered inspiration after encountering Louis Tech Spy on Facebook. He explained that my daily torment stemmed from someone closely monitoring my actions and movements, resulting in constant hostility. With his exceptional skills, he successfully disabled the spyware and removed my information from the target list. Should you face similar issues, reach out to him for assistance, as he is highly proficient in hacking, tracking, spyware removal, and various programming aspects." It's easy to think to yourself, how could anyone be fooled by these posts? I don't have an exact metric on how many people have been scammed by these individuals, but I'd guess it's a good amount since they keep pursuing this particular scam. A lot of the people in these groups are a part of an older generation. All you have to do is make your profile picture a educated looking fella in front of a monitor with a bunch of code and other computer jargon. That's enough to convince some of these people that you're out there to deactivate a microchip that's in their brain. It's a pretty clever scam for the people who they're targeting. People who don't indulge in all of this would immediately see this as an insane scam. I think there's a good amount of people who think that they're targeted individuals that probably see this as a scam. This one is really funny though, the Lewis Cybercracker account, because I like where it says Cyber Expert. It has an emoji of the Liberian flag. I don't know if that's intentional or if they may have been trying to use the American flag. Regardless, it's a red flag either way, because for one instance, they're from Liberia, and it's no secret that a lot of scammers come out of African countries. But if he isn't trying to claim that he's from Liberia and he meant the United States, again, that's another red flag. The Lucas Tech Spy profile pictures are very funny as well. They follow the exact same theme. Guy in front of a computer monitor with code and a bunch of numbers on the screen. But he's wearing a hoodie and a hat in a lot of them, so it looks like he's some rogue hacker. Or at least what a boomer would imagine a hacker looks like in their head. That's enough observing. Let's actually talk to these people. In order to speak to these people, I had to make a Facebook account that makes me look vulnerable. I found some random Google image of a low-quality webcam photo of some old guy, and quickly made up a fake name, and I began messaging a variety of these accounts. I started by messaging Lucas Tech Spy. Here I'll highlight some of the most interesting parts of my conversations with these scammers. Started off by saying I would like help. Lucas says, "Hello, thank you for taking a bold step of reaching out to me today. For help, I assure you that I am going to try my possible best to make sure you're totally set free." Already the English is slightly off, which is a obvious red flag. Now he asks for my date of birth, my address, and country, so I just made up an identity saying I'm Ike Schultz and live in Manhattan, New York City. How does this work? Says, "Don't worry, sir. With time, you will get to know better, okay? Kindly hold up. In 20 minutes time, I'll get back to you, but make sure you don't go offline. Before we proceed with the job, can I ask you a few questions, sir?" "Yes, I am old, so please bear with me, though." "Okay, no prob. I understand, sir." "Sir, do you feel any symptoms in your body, like headaches, running, stomach aches? Does your eyes do hurt you or itches you sometimes? Do you hear strange voices or see someone in your dreams sometimes? And do you feel any pains at your back or waist pains?" "Yes to all except for back pains." "Okay, sir, you don't have to panic, okay? Because I'm here to help you and put an end to whatever you're going through." So to skip ahead a little bit to where he's done educating me on microchips, he says, "Before you can be totally set free, this is the process we need to embark on firstly. I will have to clear out your details from the list of targeted individuals. We'll also help by connecting to the satellite server using an AOI software used to acquire login keys to get access to the server to disconnect the frequency, sir. I will need to purchase the software from Dark Web, which costs about $300, which I will use to access their server and disconnect the frequency from you and also erase your name from the list. Then you will be set free and safe again. And the process takes about 24 to 48 hours. Then I ask, how do I purchase it? Because my daughter handles my finances, so I need to get through to her first. This gives me hope. Okay, here's the following method of payment. The do accept: PayPal, Apple gift cards, Zelle, etc. What payment method do you choose, sir? So we can proceed to further in purchasing what's needed to begin with the process. Then I just, put him off saying that I think my daughter's cloned and I need to talk to her to get to the money. But then I just outright didn't really know where to go from here, so I just asked him straight up about scamming and this whole little thing he's got going on here. And then obviously he's just playing off saying, I don't know what you're saying. I've been helping many TI victims set free, not to hurt them because I know what they're going through. Well, I know there's many scammers, but just a few of us are legit. I told him I Google image searched your profile pictures. Obviously, you're not real. And all he did was send me a thumbs up and never responded back. The next person I messaged, named DJ Skizzy, who was an account that wasn't saying they're gonna personally help people who think they're targeted individuals, but he was sharing a lot of pages that did claim the help. So I just messaged him and asked him outright, like, what's going on with this? He responded intentionally pretending to not know what I'm saying by just explaining, one of these guys are out here to help you. I messaged him again, basically repeating myself, and he just blocked me. I tried a different approach with Lewis Cybercracker, where I just asked, how can I learn how to help other TIs? Lewis Cybercracker said, then you would have to pay for the software, but I don't teach people, I only help people. So I asked, what software do you recommend? Also, is there anyone out there you can recommend I can contact to learn from? Thanks. He said, it's called the Jammer device. It helps TI victims to disconnect them from their gang stalkers and also block any signal or frequency that they are sending to torture an individual. I said, very interesting. You own one of those personally? Can you direct me to where I can purchase one? And he didn't respond for a long time, and I was nagging him, you still there? And then he says, yes, I can give you the email address to contact them, make pay, then the will deliver it to you, don't sell it in store online only. I said, okay, I would like their email address, thank you. After contacting the email that they sent me, I was given a list of jammers that I could purchase, lowest price being the frequency jammer at $150, second highest being the signal jammer GPS for $250, and then the highest, the signal jammer blocker for $350. Kindly make your choice and we will deliver it to you. Instead of offering to buy one of the jammers, I just offered to give them money to tell me more about their scam. They really didn't want to blow their cover, and they rejected my offer. The most interesting account that I spoke to, unfortunately the messages are partially lost because this person ended up blocking me, and I don't know if there's a way that they can unsend the messages after they block me or something like that on Facebook, because the other people that have blocked me, I can still view their messages, but for this one, I can only view what I sent. So I really just was nagging this person with the same old calling out their scam and trying to get them to maybe just be honest about it if I point out exactly what's going on. But something a little different happened. Now, this person in the end did tell me to f off and block me, but as I was speaking to this person, I noticed something very interesting. Being on desktop, the name in the address bar was not the same name as the person's displayed name, which was Kevin Pauluni. It says Elijah. So I thought maybe if I Google search this name, maybe I'll figure something out. And already looking at this person's friends list, you can see a lot of accounts from regions of Africa. So after searching Elijah on Google, I immediately found what I'm almost certain is this person's Instagram, Twitter, all of that. I think I solved who's behind it. It's Nigerians. I really want to know how Nigerian scammers caught on to the community that is TIs. In conclusion, what did we learn? That Nigerians can still pull off some pretty clever scams directed towards niche communities on the internet. To outsiders, as I've said, it's pretty obvious to them that it's a scam, but to some of these TIs, it's rather believable. We may not know the exact originator of this whole scheme, but I think we have a good idea of what's going on now. Guys, make sure to follow me on Twitter. If you have any suggestions for future videos, contact me here at iamsirzach@gmail.com, or you can just tweet at me on Twitter, and make sure to check out the Patreon as well. Goodbye for now.